Would you like to hear a story? Good. This one's called Dominic, the boy who thought he was special. Dominic thought he was special. He thought he was the most special boy in the entire land. He was more special than me. He was more special than you. He was more special than all of us. Dominic was so special that literally none of the rules applied to him. Even rules that Dominic had put in place himself. How special is that? Some days Dominic felt so special that he had no need for places like opticians. Instead, he'd pack his wife and his 4-year-old son into the back of his car and set off on a 60-mile round-trip high-speed eye test to a local beauty spot. After a long and special journey such as this, Dominic would then feel super special enough to be able to drive safely. One day, a nasty illness floated across the land, causing many people to get ill and thousands of people to die. Despite nobody electing Dominic to be in charge he was, so he hastily put some new rules in place. Important rules. Rules for everyone. Rules so important, Dominic even asked his special manservant, Boris, to handwrite letters to every member of the kingdom to tell them what the new rules were. And then, after law-abiding citizens had patiently followed the new rules for ages, struggling with childcare, not seeing their families for months, missing funerals, and in the worst cases, even saying goodbye to their loved ones over FaceTime, Dominic proved how extra special he really was by brazenly flouting the new rules and flicking the V sign to the entire British public as he did so. What a massive c***! People were angry with Dominic, though he couldn't work out why. Did they not know how special he was and that the rules did not apply to him? But to explain what happened, Dominic spoke to the entire kingdom at a very, very special press conference, explaining his actions in an overwritten and highly suspicious statement. But rather than clearing things up, his rambling bollocks seemed to make things even worse. But he was far too special to apologise or show any remorse. He was that special, he didn't even bother to hide his complete and utter disdain for everybody. Instead, his message was this: the rules don't apply to me. I'm better than every single one of you. And by the way, on your way out, make sure you all get to f**k. And after all of this, do you know what happened to Dominic? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Because he was so very special. And of course, the person who employs him is a dishonest, incompetent, spineless sack of shite with blood on his hands. But of course, that's a different story for another day. Good night.